So we're on to recall part 6, and this is me working my dog Flea, the one wearing the red harness. And this is recalling out of distraction. So he's out with a group of his friends right now, and what I'm doing is just recalling him at intervals, and I'm only reinforcing maybe 1 in every 5 with a piece of food. It's really essential that I release him back out to play as soon as he's recalled. So it's recall, treat, and then release again with a go play cue. I keep doing this at regular intervals just so that we get a nice bank balance of good quality recalls to counterbalance any ignored recalls. He's pretty good, he's coming out at every single one, but we've worked through all the stages from 1 to 5 that we've put up previously. So this is just the touch recall, not an emergency recall. And as you can see, at every time I let him go immediately. Okay, so I wouldn't have called him there because if you had seen that red setter started to run, which caused a distraction, he's ran past us. Flea's looking at him, bide him a time and cue the recall. That one gets 2 or 3 treats, quite simply because he ignored a running dog. It's really important you practice as much as possible rather than waiting until something happens. Use every opportunity in the park or out on a walk or in the woods, wherever you are, as an opportunity to teach recall. Select the ones that are better, faster, more immediate. Reinforce them with food. And the ones that are a little bit sloppy and a little bit sluggish, the dog doesn't have to be corrected. What happens when my dog gets it wrong? Nothing. So there he is, I let him go chase there, so a little play, and I'm going to recall him out, and he's lovely and quick there. Good boy. Flea is 3, but he still is very socially immature and loves to socialise with other dogs. So here it is from a different angle, and as you can see I've changed things slightly. I'd encourage you to do this at this stage too. When I'm calling my dog back to me, I'm asking him to do some behaviours that are learned, some sits, some downs, some jump for joys. There should be lots and lots of behaviours that your dog already knows. This makes sure that when he comes back to you, he doesn't just yo-yo right away again. He's got to wait until you give that cue of go play. You have to view your recall very much like 2 separate bank balances. One bank balance is yours, that is your recall. The other bank balance belongs to your dog and essentially the environment. You want to make sure that your bank balance is much healthier than the environment's bank balance. This makes sure that when I do need to make a huge withdrawal, for example, calling my dog away from a rabbit, that I'm not going to go overdrawn, much like you would organise your finances. So if you do have to do a super massive recall from a huge distraction, make sure you reinforce that heavily, and then make sure you do about 10 recalls after that, just to fill it all back up again. At this stage, you don't want to be reinforcing every single recall, because then it would become boring, and also the dog would then decide that he didn't want to come back because he didn't essentially want anything right now. That's why we use releasing to play as a reinforcer as well. This starts to blur the lines and starts to make the dog believe that in order to go and play they have to come back. So that's it for just now. Thanks for watching. Go out and do some yourself and let me know how you're getting on. And happy training.